Hi, this is Lisa from Endorphina Creative with your stressless class of the week, and today we are going to explore the power of gratitude as part of our stress release journey. I will guide you through a few different journaling tasks in this class, and you will need a notebook, journal, or some writing paper and a writing pen. You can of course use your laptop or tablet for this class, but I would always recommend to use pen and paper as it will increase the positive benefits for you. Before we get started with our journaling exercises, I'm inviting you to get comfortable wherever it is that you're sitting and to close your eyes for a moment. And you can relax your breath. Relax your shoulders. Relax your face. Relax your back, your stomach, your chest, your hips, your legs, and your feet. And I would like you to identify a small thing in your life that you are grateful for. Think of something really small, not something big like a person or your pet, but something really small like a flower next to your house, or the colors of the rainbow, or your morning coffee, or the last time you laughed. Think of something small. Something small you're grateful for, that you easily appreciate. And as you're thinking of this little thing, simply notice if there are any sensations in your body. Where do you feel this gratitude? How does it feel? And now in your mind, I would like you to choose a color that represents gratitude to you. So simply pick the first color that comes into your mind. And whatever this color is, bring this color closer to you and explore exactly what shade it is. Is this color translucent? Does it glow? Is it paint? Is it colored light? And in whichever way this color shows up to you, make the color bigger. And now reflect on your life in general. Where does this color show up? Where does this color show up the most? The color of gratitude. Maybe you see it strongest in your relationships, to your friends or your partner. Maybe in your hobbies. Maybe in your passions. Maybe in your work, be it studies or career choice. Maybe in your family or in nature. Where does this gratitude color show up for you in its purest form? In which life area? And in whichever life areas you see this color the strongest, you can be sure that this is the life area you would focus on first when you would begin your own gratitude journaling practice. And now for our first exercise today, I want you to focus on one aspect in your life you're very grateful for. It should be something you have gratitude for easily, something you really appreciate. And for our first journaling task today, I'm inviting you to engage in freestyle intuitive writing, writing about this aspect you're so grateful for, and mainly focusing on why you are grateful for this aspect of your life, why it makes you feel grateful, what it is exactly that you're grateful for, and what the implications are for your life having this good thing in your life. As this is journaling and not competitive writing, remember not to censor or judge what you're writing. Simply let the words flow without assessing what they mean straight away. And I will summarize our first task for today again. Find something in your life you are easily grateful for and write about why you're grateful for this aspect of your life. And for this task, I will give you 10 minutes. So really go deeply into this journaling practice, taking time to dive into the emotional states of gratitude and the reasons why for this part of your life that you've chosen. And your 10 minutes will start now. And now come to an end with your writing practice. I will give you now 2 minutes to read back to yourself what you have just written. You can read it back to yourself aloud, that would be ideal. If you are somewhere where you can talk to yourself without it looking weird, or you can read it back to yourself quietly or internally, but really read it back to you slowly. And take any notes about any additional insights that you have received while reading it back. And yeah, for this task, I will give you 2 minutes and then we will move on to our next exercise. And now for our second task, we will engage in a word association exercise. How this works is you choose one word to begin with. In our case, it will be gratitude. You write down the word gratitude and you think of a word you associate with gratitude. This could be, for example, the word ocean. And from your second word, which in our case is the word ocean, you then find another word you associate with this word. So in our example, we have ocean as the second word, so I might choose wave or dolphin as my third word. And then you continue this word association exercise, always focusing on one word at a time. So let's begin. Write down the word gratitude and come up with a second word from which you will then create the third word, and so on. For this exercise, I will give you 5 minutes and really allow yourself to use your intuition, allowing the words to come as they come, because we are going to create a word experience, like a story. So do not try to control this exercise, simply let yourself be guided word by word. And now, as we have done before, read out what you have written, ideally aloud. I will give you 2 minutes for this part, reading your word associations out loud and writing down any additional insights you might have received, any notes to yourself. And before we move on to our next task, I would like you to take a few minutes to think about expressing gratitude for aspects of your life that haven't been that pleasant. The main goal here is to recognize important life lessons we wouldn't have learned otherwise, or insights that we wouldn't have received if we hadn't gone down a road that one might consider to be the wrong path or a cul-de-sac. And I'm not talking about faking gratitude for things that were harmful to us or that deeply upset us. What we're looking for in this third exercise here, or this little brainstorming exercise, are aspects of our life that you have gratitude for, even though they were not entirely positive. I give you a few examples. Perhaps someone is grateful that they studied history for 6 months and then realized that the course was the wrong choice. And while they might have not enjoyed studying history, it had given them the clarity to study art instead, and they may also have gotten to know some new friends in this history class that they wouldn't have met otherwise. So this is really about finding positive aspects about experiences that eventually led to beneficial consequences. I'll give you another example. Let's say somebody had a big fallout with their family, which led them to move away and start a new life in a different city, where they ended up meeting the love of their life and started a family. And while the original argument that led them to move away might have been a challenging and unpleasant situation, it eventually was a blessing in disguise, as it opened the door to a new life, to love and happiness. So think about situations in your life that led you to better things, or that clearly defined your preferences. It could sound like this. If the food at this restaurant wouldn't have been off, we may have not gotten food poisoning, but we also wouldn't have looked for better places to eat and never discovered our favorite seaside cafe. If the car wouldn't have broken down, I would have never had to get this new job to afford the payments for my new car, which I absolutely love, and I also love my new job. So simply take 1 minute to reflect on some of your life events, to recognize if you ever experienced blessings in disguise. And you can simply use this minute to think about it, or you can take some notes. That is completely up to you. And your 1 minute to reflect on this starts now. And now for our next big journaling task, I would like you to make a gratitude list. This is not going to be a conventional bullet point list because we are also going to include some journaling. So here's how it works. Choose an aspect of your life you're grateful for and write it down. Then journal about why you're grateful for this aspect of your life, similar to what we have done in our first exercise today. But this time, only journal for a few sentences until you feel it is sufficient, and then continue journaling how you would be even more grateful about this aspect in your future. And I will give you an example. Let's say you're very grateful for your car. So you could write the heading, my car, or gratitude for my car. And then you journal about why you're so grateful for your car. Maybe you like the color. Maybe it gives you independence. Maybe you had a great experience in your car. Maybe it's comfy. So really explore this why through journaling. And once you are complete with this part of the journaling, you then ask yourself how your gratitude levels for this car can increase in the future. So you might journal about how amazing this car would be with these beautiful seat covers that you haven't bought yet. Or how happy you will be once you're going on that road trip. Or how you will create a new music playlist to listen to when you're driving your car. So these future gratitude ideas should be easily attainable and strengthen the gratitude you already feel. So don't journal about anything future themed that diminishes your gratitude. Once you have completed journaling with future focused gratitude, move on to the next aspect you're grateful for. For example, your partner or your dog, and then repeat the entire process. You will have enough time to go through a few aspects you're grateful for and journal about why you're presently grateful for them and what would increase your gratitude about this aspect in the future. So as a summary, write down one thing you're grateful for, explore why you're grateful, and then explore what would make you feel even more grateful about this in the future. And then continue with another gratitude topic in the same process. You can use now the remaining time left in this class for this exercise before I will let you go back into your day. And now come to an end with your journaling practice. You're most welcome to continue with this exercise after the class is finished. And if you feel like you enjoyed this gratitude journaling practice, perhaps you will journal about gratitude more often or make it part of your feel-good practice, even if it's just about listing every day the things you have been grateful for on your particular day. As a last short exercise, I invite you to close your eyes and feel into your body. Relaxing your shoulders, face, back, stomach, chest, hips, legs, and feet. And once again, think of a color that represents gratitude to you. As always, pick the first color that comes to mind, and if the color is different from the color you've initially chosen in the beginning of this class, that's completely fine. And now imagine that you are standing under a waterfall with water that is of the same color as this gratitude running over your body. Allow this colored water to wash over your mind, your heart, your gut, your back, and the rest of your body, from head over shoulders, your arms, your torso, your buttocks, your legs, over your feet. And as you are being washed by gratitude water, think of anyone who comes to mind who appreciates you for who you are. Anyone who is grateful for what you do for them or what you have done for them in the past. Anybody who appreciates you, who appreciates your help or your personality, your contributions, your skills, your humor, your caring nature or your passion. And for a moment, allow yourself to feel appreciated. Allow yourself to receive the words, thank you. Thank you for being you. Thank you for existing. And if you can't think of anyone who would say this to you, make someone up. Create a fantasy character who, in this moment, is willing and eager to appreciate you. And before I leave you today, take a moment to say thank you to yourself. Thanking yourself for being alive, for existing, for being you, for being unique, and for anything you have done in your life that you are grateful for. And sometimes we are also grateful for things that we haven't done or any decisions we have made. And last but not least, thank your body, your physical home. Thank your heart. Thank your lungs. Thank your stomach. Thank your intuition. Thank your gut instinct. Thank your brain and the knowledge and life lessons that you have acquired thus far. And thank yourself for showing up here today and caring about how you feel. And if you are someone who believes in God or a higher power, send your gratitude there as well, thanking this higher power or life itself for all the blessings you have received and all the blessings that will be coming into your life as you move forward in your future. Giving thanks. Thank you for listening, and I dare you to express your gratitude to at least 3 people today. Until next time.